You download a top-rated sleep hypnosis app, thousands of 5-star reviews. You put your headphones on, expecting to drift off, but instead you're wide awake and wondering why the relaxation won't take hold. It is a frustrating experience to stare at the ceiling while a tool that apparently works miracles for everyone else leaves you feeling more alert than when you started. This pie chart illustrates the limitation of the average user profile. Generic apps are engineered for a statistical mean that rarely exists. They provide an adequate match for 60 to 70% of the population. For the rest, these recordings trigger active neurological resistance. A failure to respond to these apps represents a structural mismatch between the software's assumptions and your specific neurobiology. Your responsiveness to hypnosis depends on distinct cognitive styles and learning preferences. Most generic recordings rely on a single modality, such as visual imagery or progressive muscle relaxation. For non-visualizers, people who do not process information through mental images, these prompts are ineffective. Similarly, for those with racing thoughts, a recording that demands a focus on bodily sensations can amplify anxiety rather than resolve it. On the left, we see the rigid waveform of a generic average. On the right, the visualization represents the actual, highly variable requirements for pacing, voice, and imagery that a unique brain needs to achieve deep relaxation. Generic apps prioritize accessibility for the masses, which means they bypass the precise neurospecificity required to help the significant minority who don't fit the average profile. In 2021, functional magnetic resonance imaging, or fMRI, a technology that maps brain activity by measuring blood flow, identified distinct neural response patterns during hypnotic inductions. These differences are categorized into 4 hypnotic response profiles. Profile A requires intense visual engagement to quiet the mind. Profile B, representing 35% of the population, requires kinesthetic and proprioceptive information, essentially a focus on physical sensation. Profile C responders need a cognitive framework and logical explanation of the process. Profile D, the smallest group, consists of paradoxical responders who require high levels of autonomy and resist standard direct commands. If a Profile C thinker uses a Profile A recording, their default mode network will increase hyperarousal instead of quieting down. Pressing play on a generic app without an upfront assessment is a game of neurological chance. Generic hypnosis offers low-cost and immediate access, which works for the 60% of users who fall within the standard range. Level 1 personalization requires an upfront investment of time. Users complete an assessment to identify their specific barriers before the first session begins. This chart shows the impact of that investment. When users know a session is customized for them, brain regions associated with trust and receptiveness show 34% greater activation. For anxiety treatment, the success rates diverge sharply. Generic apps show a 38% success rate, while sessions matched to a specific cognitive profile reach 68%. Aligning the session with your profile nearly doubles clinical efficacy. Level 3 adaptive AI systems dynamically generate and alter the session composition over time, moving beyond simple track selection. This tier requires a monthly premium and active participation in post-session feedback. The algorithm uses this feedback to adjust voice characteristics, pacing, and imagery over a sequence of 7 to 10 sessions. Adherence data shows the result of this tuning. While 61% of generic app users complete their programs, 87% of AI-personalized users stay consistent. Consequently, these users experience a 50% faster reduction in sleep onset latency, the time it takes to transition from full wakefulness to sleep. An adaptive feedback loop converts hypnosis into an actively compounding neurological intervention. The clinical evidence favors personalization. This chart shows the Cohen's d, a statistical measure of the strength of a relationship. Generic hypnosis shows a medium effect of 0.62, while personalized hypnosis reaches a large effect of 1.04. Use this decision tree to determine if a generic app is sufficient. It is a logical start for mild issues, initial curiosity, or the 20% who are highly suggestible. Conversely, chronic insomnia, complex trauma, or past failures require a personalized system. If you are managing a complex chronic condition, a mass market recording is an inefficient use of your time. Success in those cases requires a system designed to adapt to your specific brain architecture.